Right, so other recent events I thought might be a little bit interesting for you. Not hugely interesting, just a little bit interesting. Just passing stuff. I had to. So my youngest is he goes to cadets, air cadets. Right. I think we're just going to stuff this in the corner. It must be. No, up on the top maybe. Yeah. No. And they're pretty strict about the dress code, and not just dress code, but also how you behave, obviously, but also how they're dressed and what they look like. So he was told recently to get his hair cut. Now, I've not come across that before, but I've never been an air cadet myself. The scouts are about as far as I've got. So he had to have a haircut and also a shave. Actually, he's not that old, but he's got a hairy lad. So they said that he had to have a shave as well. So I shaved his face. There we go, a little bit of moustache that he had. Fair enough. I wanted to do what I can to try and help out with him going to cadets. But he also had to have a haircut. Hair couldn't be touching the collar. And they do go to like proper RAF places and things like that as well. So fair enough. Why not? Are there any more boxes over here? Get some of the small ones through as well. Get those out here. There we go. Hello Wang, I thought you'd gone, mate. You're back. So yeah, I took along the hairdresser, the usual thing, and the just usual stuff, short back and side, nothing too complicated. He looked very smart afterwards, so it's a good idea. So he was due a haircut anyway. I thought while I'm there, let's get my massive mane of hair done while I'm there as well. So I sat down in the chair and took my glasses off. I then can't see a damn thing because I'm pretty short-sighted. I always have been for years and years, and I'm short-sighted to the point of I'm almost a little bit long-sighted. I can't see things close up either, unless they're pretty close. I'm as blind as the proverbial bat, pretty much. So if I go to the hairdressers, it's I'm pretty much on trust most of the time because they could be doing anything, and I can't. There's this vague pink blob on the. One of these is going to go in the shredder, isn't it, at some point? Can I get it in the shredder from here? Oh, not far off. We've got a new target to go for. Okay. Yeah, so the guy's doing it, and we've been to the hairdresser quite a lot. That particular hairdresser. And he's not my favourite guy, I must admit. I think he might own it. He's an older gentleman. And, oh no, don't throw that one in the shredder. Down my son's hair. My son has often said, he's a bit rough when doing the hair. Oh, fair enough, And we're having a bit of a chat away. We're the usual stuff, a little bit about the weather. I don't usually chat too much with the hairdressers, but we're talking about the football and various other things, and a bit of a natter. And he's usual thing, short round the sides, shave round the sides, and oh dear, bye bullet, and just a trim on the top.
Stuff will never come out of the carpet.
As we're chatting, we're talking about my son having his hair cut for cadets and everything else. He's shaving stuff, and I'm thinking, he's really going quite higher up on my head with that shaver. It really is, even if I can't see it. I don't know what that was. You can feel it. You can feel it happening. And I even said to him in passing, I said, short hair. I think this is what your haircut you're giving me now is the shortest I've ever had. Ho ho ho. Not that I can do anything about it. And he says something along the lines of, if you get your hair done really short, you don't have to come back very often. I thought, you're not wrong there, mate. So, by the time I get to the point towards the end, he didn't actually pass the shaver over the top of my head, over the crown of my head. But it was getting that way. So I was already prepared for the time when they hunt that great bit for I don't know if it's a woman's haircut, but certainly for a man's haircut, where they hold up the mirror to show you the back of your head and everything else, and they go, "Is that all right, sir?" And you most of the time you normally just nod meekly and go, "Oh yeah, great, that's fine." Well, there wasn't a lot to see in the mirror by the time he'd done it. I don't know what possessed him to do it, to suddenly do this, because he's done my hair before. He just suddenly got into his head to give me a very brief haircut. Now, to be fair, I'm a bit of a slaphead anyway. It's been going for a while. It's And not even in a good way. Not even in the Bruce Willis, Jason Statham way. No, actually, Jason Statham's probably about right, quite frankly. Apart from the fact that I'm not actually, of course, Jason Statham, nor look anything like him. But, you know, that gives you probably an idea of what we're doing with here. So maybe he's actually done me a favour. I don't know. Maybe he had that in mind. Or is this a silly old bugger to say the cut my hair too short? I don't know. But it is very short. However, it is kind of ironic. Because two things. First of all, I did say to the wife the other day, you know, about being so damn hot, maybe I should just, with the hair going away, so maybe I should just shave it off. You know, that's what my dad always used to do. By about my age. And, you know, maybe I should. And also, it came back to the house flipper. Because while I was doing that, while I was playing the house flipper, the one with the bunker, which probably went out fairly recently, I was thinking to myself at the time, you know, about doing... I thought a lot about the different things they were asking for. Like, they were asking for so much water and everything else that the guys are the survivalist nutters, and the amount of food. And I was thinking, you know, what would you actually need? You can't have it go through your mind. You know, a little bit of thoughts about what you'd actually need in a bunker. And, you know, obviously use of water is things like washing yourself. And I even thought about actually considering doing a video at one point. I had a plan for, you know, the leesusss guide. You know, various silly things that could have gone in there. And in the end, I just didn't do it. I don't know why, I just didn't get the urge to do it. But one of the first things I thought of was, well, you know, apart from everything else, I'm not going to have water for washing my hair and everything. I'm going to shave all my hair off. Well, there you go. Obviously, he was a viewer and decided, you know what? Yeah, let's just take that whole lot off, pretty much. See how he likes it. Sorry about that. Background distractions. Kids that need to be fed and, you know, stuff like that. Am I going to get... When I go through here, it does bleep. Am I going to get in trouble? Okay. Now, in designing this map, and on the Steam page, the map maker, we know who that is, did state that part of the intention... Be quiet, Wayne. Part of the intention of designing the map was to put so much loot in here that even the most kleptomaniac janitor would not be able to take it all away.
Well.
I'm going to be very happy. Now, I'm not a very collectible... I'm not a very collectible kind of guy in terms of stealing things and taking them out of levels, which upsets at least two of my viewers. But I know a challenge when I hear one. Although, of course, I'm not going to pass it by any means whatsoever, because we're simply never going to get everything in here. I think that's what happened to John Doe, because apparently John Doe came in here and stole a lot of money. And there's still a lot in here. So, I mean, you could probably organise these a bit better in here, but I'm not going to spend, like, hours carefully arranging these gold-pressed latinum bars in my box so that they fit perfectly. There's one over here, I think, isn't there? There we go. Okay. So, however, what we can try... I know there's a thing for stacking these bars. Well, are we supposed to be doing that or not? It doesn't say that we should be. It doesn't say that we shouldn't be. So I'm not actually sure. However, one of the things about the box... I seem to remember about the boxes, the janitor box, is that... was that it has a clearance area above it. So if you've got objects that stick outside the box, or just above it, they will still go in. Yeah, what's going to happen if I close the lid? Nothing good, I would have thought. Well, there you go. Can I shake the box a little bit? Probably not, because it probably weighs an absolute ton now. But there we go. So I can potentially get more stuff out of here by simply stacking it around the top of the box. But I don't think I'm going to get all the money out of it, am I, really? And this count as rubbish anyway. What does this count as? Apparently it counts as nothing in particular. So the question is, what should I actually do with the money? Because I'm not going to bother taking these notes away. Who cares? I mean, that's a clean one, but who cares? Because how much is the average bar of this stuff worth compared to a big stack of notes like that? You know, one of these is probably worth more than all the money that's lying all over the floor right now. So what should we do with it? I guess I should probably need these stacks on this, because I'm not going to get all of it out of here, am I really? Kind of a shame. But I don't think I am. And neither do I think I'm going to get penalised for doing that. See, we just dump the money. Let's just dump the money, shall we? Because, you know, even this stuff here, I don't see why anybody else should get it. It's dirty anyway. It's literally dirty cash. What was that, Wang? I didn't actually hear that. And even to remove temptation, we're even going to get rid of the bank card. How about that? There you go. What a law-abiding man I am, who happens to have several billion in future credits inside my janitor box. I'm never going to get away with that. How am I ever going to get that? And you can't go down the... Maybe I should take a few stacks of this, because you can't take one of these down the corner shop and try to buy some try to buy a Mars bar with it, can you? That's never going to work. They're never going to be able to give you change. But then again, all these bills are going to have recorded numbers on them, aren't they? Why are we even using money in the future anyway? We're talking about robots and things doing the cashier tiller work, but you know. So that's probably making you very sick, isn't it? But shouldn't we all just be on electronic money now? Actually, a bit of a problem right now. I really annoyed someone recently. We don't usually get many beggars around near me, but more recently, in recent years, there's a couple here and there. There always used to be like one old tramp who used to be seen around the town. But he never asked for money. He was just an old guy who obviously slept rough and just didn't bother anybody and was just a guy who was a tramp, you know. And but now you get a few beggars out there, and I regularly see one in one particular place. And he actually got very annoyed at me the other day, on Father's Day, because I told him before that I don't have any change. Okay, I literally never have any change. Everything I buy, I use my switch card for my debit card. You know, it used to be, you know, a few years back that you'd buy a coffee with some real cash. Be quiet, Wang, for goodness sake. Calm yourself down, man. He's just getting himself overexcited. He's gonna have a heart attack. You know, you'd have to buy a coffee or something really cheap like a chewing gum. You couldn't buy that with. So flush it all down the toilet. You couldn't buy that with a debit card, but now, absolutely anything, debit card. So what reason do I ever have for having cash? I don't. Not small notes, not big notes, not anything. And this guy got annoyed that I told him for the second time at some station that he said, oh, you know, for Father's Day, you know, whatever, be nice, you know. It's like, it doesn't matter. I don't have any change at all. So it doesn't matter whether I'm really nice or nice or not. And really, it's true. So I don't use cash like that for anything. I can't. That's all going to fall out. We'll leave. We don't touch any. We won't touch this anymore. It's too much. We won't be able to do it anymore. We'll stack a few of these neatly if we can. How about that? Middle shelf is easy. What? What the heck? The gold is possessed as well. Oh, for goodness sake! I'm messing up the stacks that are already there. Yeah, so I don't really use cash, anything apart from electronic cash for everything. I think it's different in different places. Obviously, I live in London, so it's a lot more automation. Oh, this is so frustrating. Should we just leave it? Am I actually going to get in trouble for doing that? Please close the door. No one will know. Oops. Oopsie. Let's put those back. Oh no! I'm making it worse again. There we go. We'll close it up. I can't. It's not letting me. It's not closing the door. It's a one use only. Oh no! Stuff the money down the carsy. Yeah, so I just don't really use money, anything apart from electronic money for pretty much everything now. But I say maybe it's very different in other countries. Or other parts of the UK. Even the credit cards are. Look at that, the debit card. Get in there, you. I've got to find out. Apparently, I can't actually flush myself. I don't know if I'm happy or upset about that. I'm confused. What a lovely bin fire. There we go. While we're here, let's play with some acid. Thank goodness, by the way, that the graffiti isn't here. I'm very glad that that is not there. It was always a right pain in the bum to deal with. Lovely. Right, what am I going to do with these? I think it's pretty clear over here. Let's just stack them over this way, get them out of the way. Oh, not like that. There's no bullet holes in the sofa, was there? No. There's a few sneaky ones that I remember that I've already dealt with. Ah, lovely. Remember how we laughed when I couldn't work out how to do the acid properly? Yeah, what jolly times we had. Indeed. Right, let's go get some more. I didn't know what I was doing, I'm sorry. I just did. Oh, the flare's still going. That's good. Okay, here's the other thing that I was thinking of earlier today. That was a kind of a weird one. And related to my previous story. Which was about a painting. Even more spooky than the one of Dorian Gray. You think I'm joking? So, Mum and Dad's room. When I was a little kid, they always had the painting over the bed. Right? It was a painting of a naked lady. Tastefully, fairly tastefully done, though. Okay, so it was a lady, and she was kneeling in the forest with her hair, long hair, dark hair hanging down, covering up most. You could see a little bit of upper chest area, but it wasn't too. It was a little. You know, as a kid, it didn't seem too bad. You know, it was just a slightly racy picture in Mum and Dad's room. Oh, for goodness sake, go away! Get out! Right. I mean, now we look at it. Now you'd look at it and think that's a bit of a cheesy painting, but it wasn't too bad as far as that goes. Okay, and the lady's kneeling down. You can't see too much. You can't see anything too rude. There you go. But this was over my Mum and Dad's bed, and it didn't really make sense. So my Mum and Dad weren't exactly prudes, but it didn't really fit. 2 asses, do you reckon? With their personality. It just didn't. And it must have been my dad's idea. I guarantee you, it was my dad's idea to have this thing over the bed. But I also can't really believe my mum let go. Right, get rid of having this. Anyway, so my dad died when I was still quite young. But after he did, the painting unsurprisingly vanished. Oh god, here we go. It was banished somewhere. Presumably to the loft. I'm not going to damage the wall by doing this, I'm not sure. We'll find out, won't we? It's helped a little bit, I think. There you go. And then, relatively more recently, when Mum died, it was, I think it was discovered by one of my sisters who was cleaning the house up, sorting it out. And they did what you'd expect them to do for a slightly trashy painting like this. Trashy's not right, not trashy. Slightly cheesy painting. It was got rid of. It must have been in a loft or something. They got rid of it entirely. I presume it was banished, you know, to the dump or the charity shop. One of the two. Let's get this over here properly. Well, I forgot to mention that picture. Okay, it's a very 60s and 70s picture, and as well as being a lady in the forest, she was sort of leaning down, and there was leaves hanging down nearby her. It was a very brown picture. It was all in shades of brown. Lady, trees, everything. Okay, it wasn't even a very particularly pretty picture. Get in the crisp packet. So it duly vanished at some point. What was that beer can I saw? I'm sure I saw a beer can or something. You know, maybe I'm seeing. Maybe I saw the end of that. Maybe it's under here. I don't know. What's in here? Nothing. Okay, well I don't know why it's here then. There's the beer can I saw. Check it out. And here's the PIDs. I knew there were some normal PIDs. I know I wasn't going mad. Madder. So anyway, the painting passes from memory. Then several years ago, a hairdresser's opens in town. Yes, that one, the same one with the insane barber who decides really how much hair you want chopped off. Yeah. And in the barber shop, I noticed on the wall, first time we went there, was a painting. Now, I guarantee you, this is the same image. Okay, there's a bucket shadow going past it. I don't know whether it's the same picture or not up on the wall. Right now, I know because this image is something that it was in my. I don't remember that one. That was all. McAllister. It was in my parents' room for so long. I know it's the same picture. Okay, the same image. But whether it's actually the same picture or not, I couldn't tell you because sometimes you have these things that you remember as being like, I don't know, your nan's clock. It was always the clock that was in your nan's house. Yeah, that's what it means to you. But when you grow up, you discover, hold on a second, that charity shop. That's Nan's clock, because of course there were loads of these clocks made at some point, and lots of people had them. It's just that to you, that's what it means to you. You remember it as being the one you always saw in your Nan's house. So this painting may be the same. It may be there are many copies of this painting out there. It just happens to be that, for whatever reason, the owner. Oh, look at that! Isn't that funny? They turn into the key cards. Maybe that's a bug from. That's Janitor was referring to with the map. Is it funny? Maybe it's something that's causing a clash somewhere. I don't know. Any more boxes around here? No? Teacup? Took a teacup in the thing? Oh, there's some boxes over here. Look, here we go. Oh, there's a big one as well. Damn it. I should have remembered that because it's, robotics type level, isn't it? And the boxes were there as well. I'll go and check in the bathroom, make sure there's none in there, and no bullet holes that need dealing with. Yeah, so this painting is.
Keep me awake at night.
It's kind of strange, but the thing is, I looked for I did look for the image online, but you'll be surprised to hear that if you look for keywords like naked lady, brown forest, you get a lot of interesting pictures you find. Hours of fun perusing through those, but not necessarily the one you were actually looking for. And I could, in theory, did I bring the laser down? I could, in theory, of course, just go and take a photo of the painting that's in the hairdressers. Why is that closed? But I don't know. I did. It is a cheesy painting. I don't want to appear overly interested in the painting, if you see what I mean. Make you think of it weird. It's a bit of a quandary. But there's the laser. For my personal interest, I would like to know, if it was the same painting. Just for the sake of it. Is it Dad's old painting? It's really weird though. But the other weird thing about it, okay, we're not finished yet. More weirdness to continue. Now, I don't know about in other countries, but usually in the UK, it's not really very normal to have paintings of semi-naked ladies in average shops or hairdressers or anything else. Maybe in a sports bar, Some of that maybe, but just not in other places. It's just not normal. So why? This is why I think the old fella who did the severe haircut maybe owns the place, because I can only think of an older gentleman being one who is interested enough in his painting to want to put it on the wall and have the people possibly complain about it. So weird. Oh dear. Dad's old painting. I bet it is. I bet it's Dad's old painting. It's been sold to a charity shop. And this fella's gone. That looks rather nice. That's a classy painting. I think I'll put it in that hairdresser. I think I'll put it in the hairdresser on the wall. I don't think I'm going back to the hairdresser anymore. It's just too weird. He's too weird. He has no sense of moderation when it comes to cutting hair.